So let's talk about a drug that's kind of living a double life.
At a high dose, naltrexone is an FDA-approved drug for addiction. Pretty straightforward.
But get this, doctors are using tiny off-label doses for pain. So the big question is, does it work? To find out, scientists did a massive review, pulling together 15 years of evidence. They started with a huge pile of research. We're talking almost 2,400 articles. They used a super strict filtering process, looking for only the absolute best studies. And after all that sifting, only 68 studies were left standing. That's it.
Okay, so what did they find? First up, chronic pain.
For fibromyalgia, the results are a perfect example of the whole debate around this drug. On one hand, you've got some really promising studies. Patients even saw a 30% drop in pain. But on the other hand, other big studies found it was no better than a sugar pill. So the bottom line for fibromyalgia? The jury is totally out. The evidence just doesn't agree. Okay, so what about other conditions? Well, it's kind of the same mixed bag of results. There were some clear wins, though, especially for some rare skin diseases and certain pain syndromes. But for things like arthritis and Crohn's disease, not so much. The benefits just weren't there. All right, so let's get to the big takeaway from all this research. The promise of this drug is huge. I mean, it's cheap, safe, and not addictive like opioids. The problem, it's the proof. Dosing is all over the place, and there are no big clinical trials. Even the researchers said it. The biggest finding is that we just need more and better research. Which leaves us with one big question. Will this promising therapy ever get the big trials it needs to prove its case?